So, let's go ahead and kick this thing off. Hello everybody, I'm Colthor the Barbarian, and welcome back to the Gaben Gauntlet number 55. Virtue's Last Reward, I forgot the name of the game. Today we continue our seemingly never-ending journey to beat all my Steam games, which the current total sits at 361 games. At the end of every game, we have a raffle. You guys get to pick the order in which I play them, so let's go ahead and dive back in. The second game of the Notary games. Now I was watching this, I probably shouldn't be watching the intro sequence here because it has some of the cutscenes, but I couldn't really help myself. I'm going to kick that timer off. I'm wondering if there's any like clues in the intro as to who it might be. Choices you make in the future will influence the past. Anyway, let's continue. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week of GDQ, watching all the speedruns. If you haven't, I highly recommend you do. Been a lot of fun watching it. I have it on like every available device in my house. Been pretty good GDQ so far, I think. Some good stuff. I particularly enjoyed the Castlevania block. It's made me, I've been really reflective of my stream and just my stream in general ever since the new year, and where I'd like to go for this year, what I'd like to accomplish, how I want to treat my stream in the year to come. I guess it's just, you know, kind of post-New Year self-reflection. I really want to update everything. I feel like it's been a little stagnant lately. I just need to breathe some fresh life into the stream. I want to like update all the layouts, graphics, and just a whole bunch of stuff. Come up with some ideas for some specials that we can do. I've got a couple ideas floating around. I just want to just kind of bring some freshness to the stream, bring my freshness into myself with it. So I think it'd be good. And obviously I do what I can when I have a family that obviously requires my full attention. So we do what we can, but I think we have a pretty good time here. Yo, what up, Bell Llama? So, anyway, that was my little bit of a rant. So what were we doing last time? I forget where we left off exactly, where we were off to. Oh, that's right, we're trying to find Tenmyoji and, okay, who's with Tenmyoji? Kay's lying on the couch. We just ran to Phi. Phi and Sigma are trying to find Tenmyoji.
Let's just head for the green door.
And, Dio. Real picked this game. And Real gave it to me. But yeah, the header means Real is the one who chose this game. It was his pick for the raffle.
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
Oh, that's right. Dio and Quark are in the treatment pods because we found out Dio
was
a horrible murderer who killed the old woman because he was under orders.
I just want to make sure they're safe.
Ah, they're fine. That's it. Clover is the other one I was looking for. I don't think they'd hurt Quark.
Are you sure?
Ooh, are we sure?
Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth? Doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Oh, that's true. He's on screen, I think. Fuck Dio. Yeah, he is kind of a dick. Maybe he'll redeem himself a little bit later, but I don't know. You stab old ladies? I don't know. You're pretty screwed, pretty securely in the dick book. Yo, what up, Psycho Sheep? Okay, well. That is the first pod. Cracked open the top and lifted it back. Fuck you! Any more true words ever said. Yo, thank you so much for the resub. 11 months in a row, Psycho Sheep. Legend! You, and only you, were now the mightiest barbarian. I also don't know why my alerts have been doing this. For some reason, the first alert never triggers, then after that, they're fine. I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe I just need to update my link for my alerts. Oh. There's Quark, sound asleep.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing.
But what about you? There, see? Yo, and Mr. Reg's coming with that 19-month resub. We're shanking old ladies. Thank you so much, Mr. Rex. You are now the mightiest barbarian. Oh, look, it's... Oh, shit. He's suffocated.
Check his pulse.
Let's probably check his pulse. He was obviously dead. And his bracelet's... Oh no, his bracelet's right there. Yay! Dio's dead. Yep, he did. He did alright.
Look.
He is deceased. He is passed on. He's gone to meet his maker. He's singing in the choir invisible.
The oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
Whoops! He was asphyxiated.
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels. Look,
Oh,
we should go tell Kay about this.
look at the lion. That's a nice lion.
Come on.
While waiting for me to follow, Fadi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. So we're down 3 people confirmed dead, 1 missing. Oh no, we got Quark. Quark is still alive, so 3 confirmed. Well, 2 could for sure dead, 1 we're not certain about. Okay. Pick up K. Uh-oh. It didn't move. I grabbed him by his shoulders and shook. Twitch quickly sat up. Oh good, he's alive.
What is...
Someone to reduce the oxygen level of this pod to 0. Who would know how to do that except someone with medical proficiencies? I say our little doctor lady is still alive and murdering off everybody.
But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
Only people who've done it are Clover and Tenmyoji.
There's also Quark.
There is also Quark. Yo, Eden Valkyrie, thank you for following up. Eden Valkyrie, the barbarian.
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, she could have.
You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up.
We don't know that. We don't know that
They
for
never
certain.
did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the 2 of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything.
Well, briefly. Trying to think, what would be his...
We don't have a great
let's
deal of
assume-
time to discuss it.
I'm trying to think, who stands to gain the most from Dio's death? Well, Tenmyoji doesn't know that Dio killed the old woman, so he doesn't necessarily have the revenge motive, at least not yet, because Tenmyoji doesn't know. Unless he did know, somehow. I can't remember from last time I played who has, like, what numbers, what BP values, so... 7 minutes until the door's open.
Alright, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Oh, but where is Dio's bracelet?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not.
We need to hurry. Drop
All
by
three of us
early
don't
back.
need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
Alright.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
Yellow pair, Alice and Luna's.
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
I have places to shove them in my pocket.
Alright, let's get going.
Do I need to be the keeper of both bracelets? I don't know. Still nobody.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
That's Quark's bracelet? Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. You gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Phi. If you're right, then you, Kay, Quark, and I are the only people still alive in here.
Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too, but
Oh, is it Kay? Clover? Tenmyoji? It's Kay.
I apologize for keeping you.
did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but
Technically, yes.
best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
Oh,
What?
shit.
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
Uh-oh.
I can't say for sure, but if I were to guess,
Well, rip.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until
So
chromatic
I'm
doors
blue
close.
and I've got yellow.
with a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I...
Uh-oh. Shit.
When the
So does that
time
just
comes,
leave me?
Those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
So does that mean... brain not so good today.
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Like that. You know I can't teach you. Oh,
But
I
if you
told you
stay
want to
here,
bet I
you'll-
can't? You want to bet I can't? Think I don't know that? What kind of monster am I? You'll be a live monster, that's what you'll be. I mean, it sucks, but why add more pointless death? Just calm down, calm down. There had to be a way to save them. There had... Not unless you got some other bracelet. Let's find... Or unless Clover and Tenmyoji randomly show up. Oh, what? Oh, that was another ending. Oh, what? What was the... Is there another choice I could have made here? I think you know how to solve this problem. You can go back to the spot on the flowchart. Oh. Let's see if you have the answer to the problem. Oh, I see. So I guess we'll come back to that later then. Okay. Well, seeing as how the right path has like the deepest going nodes, I guess we'll start... Answer lies on our timeline, yeah. Alright, well I guess we'll just work our way left to right, I suppose. This was back, I guess, when we chose Ally instead of Betray initially, so this time we would pick Betray. Yes. Oh, no, this is, So I went to the blue door with K. So, yeah, so this time we'll go through the green door with Luna. Yeah, Clover's not an option. Right, because K, for some reason, insisted that we not go with Clover, which was odd.
Right. I'm coming.
So this time we're going to be with Alice and Luna, both who supposedly got murdered. I mean, Alice was definitely dead. Luna, I'm not so sure. I think Luna killed off all those people. Backlights, it's shoulder time to see others head into respective doors. My idea, okay, back to the red door, just 10 energy mark, and the blue door, Clover right on his heels.
2, 1.
That is
0.
true, we were with Alice last time.
Chromatic doors.
Yeah, because Alice was our
closing.
partner. That's right, yeah. It was me, Alice, and Kid. So, I guess we're headed to the, the treatment room with them? Yeah.
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
That's unfortunate.
It looks like the device next to the nut.
Why don't you try pulling...
Pull the lever!
It opened.
You're probably just over... That door opened. That
The
means
trauma
we're
center
going through
didn't
it.
open.
Bring it on.
Isn't that the door with the weird
Don't
room?
go soft on me now.
Come on, Sigma.
Isn't that the weird room? This is the Gauntlet room. So why did the treatment center open for them last time? But this time for me it opens the Golem Bay. Huh. I do remember that Psycho Sheep. And they claimed this door was not open last time. Does that mean we were lied to?
It is kind of confusing, isn't it? What is it for?
Well, I think it looks like
If I
some
remember
sort
correctly,
of
it was
workroom.
Dio who we questioned about this because I can't remember if, because I guess Alice and Luna were supposedly dead at the time, so. But they knew about the pods though. Or Dio did.
If you say so. We should split up and search it.
We need to find key cards with moon symbols on them, right?
Yes, they should be somewhere in this room.
Seek a way out. So the question is, did the door change because of something, because of me? Because I'm present this time? Or did Dio lie about which door opened? Does this mean Dio could be Zero? I don't know. Yes, I know. Interesting. This time there's an android body. Maybe an Egyptian mummy. I don't think that's a mummy, but you would suggest that else. What? The way you look at it, it's a robot. Maybe it's a robot. So then what happened? So then, was this turned into a decoy? I can't imagine it's anything else. Well-made mannequin, indeed. Robot-y thing. Crash test dummy? I don't think so. What about this? Radio. I don't think it runs on batteries. There's an electrical socket on the side here. A chevron block. Kind of greasy, maybe it's oil. We probably have to get him to complete that. How many ends have we seen? 2. Well, here's what we've done so far. Technically, we've only seen 1 end, but we got to one that's almost an end, but we gotta figure something out and then come back to it. So now we're going down this path. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. Battery. This key, it obviously goes to the keyhole, but it won't turn. Where's the key? Anybody else feel dizzy all of a sudden? Useless to us. What do you do with that? What is that? I just want to pick it up. Maybe I could try hitting something with it? What would you hit? No, if we roll it around a little bit. I thought maybe. Oh, well, here. A bunch of letters. A little unsettling, but maybe it's a clue. A poster with an eye in the center of it. Harold. Yo, what's up, Harold? ID 11010. So you have a medical license, right? Oh, yes I do. Oh, look, there's something in the pocket. Okay, shove it on below. Binder. Single piece of paper. Found a frequency list. Okay, that's probably for the radio. Thought you might be into that kind of thing. What? You could be cute when you're embarrassed. No. Oh. Hello. Why won't it fit? Shape of everything. Maybe it's not the right size. A little too big, huh? Guess we need to machine it down a bit. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. There's switches and dials everywhere. It also make absolute 0 sense to me. Most buttons are boring or just incomprehensible, but this one speaks to me. That big red one. It's really speaking to me. You know, it's just something about it. I just gotta push it. Don't press me any louder if it said don't press me. No, I think it says press me. I think you've been in your Egyptian tomb for a little too long. You don't understand modern red buttons. This is a self-destruct button. Oh, yes, please. Room starts to fill up with poisonous gas. Yo, G-Bads, what's up? If it launches a missile? Not too likely. Yeah, pressed it. Hey. What are you doing? I pushed the button. It's okay. There's no other really dangerous thing. It would just be right out here. Pretty sure Zero wants us to play through this whole game. It would make much sense just kill us in one of these rooms. Maybe, but that's just your opinion. I guess so. Then why the hell did you? Hey, calm down. Nothing happens. There's nothing to get mad about. Something's trying to start up. Trying to start up. No. Fatherhood ready for taking GDQ. I'm going to go to GDQ on Saturday and Saturday only. That's the best I could do. I would love to have gone more days, but that's how it is. That's just how it is. But at least I get to go for one day and see everybody, so that'll be nice. Let's see a power button. Is it very close to me? Yeah, it's about a 2-hour drive, like hour 45, 2 hours, so it's within decent driving distance from me. So I don't have to fly or get a hotel or anything, so I just have to pay. I already paid for my admission, so that's all. I'll just show up. And it's built into the monitor. It's kind of hard to see light here, but a single cable's coming out of the back of it. Being connected with an electrical socket. Have anything like that? No. Oh, well, I tried. Gotta wait. I don't think that's what they're asking. Oh, I guess we can. Perfect. Let's replay the radio, so what do we do with it now? Right, tuning it. You adjust it so it's picking up a specific frequency. Maybe we'll hear something. You must press the tune buttons exactly 4 times. Pressing the check button before them will do nothing. Wait. It's a good memo. So what does this do? I literally just hit random buttons. I literally just hit random buttons. I know I have a file for this. I was gonna open it after I just dicked with it a bit. There's a blueprint of this room. Hey, we got a blueprint. Okay. 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 That's good number. Okay, yeah, sure. Pocket sketch of the room. V on off. V. Oh. It's not like it's working right. It's kind of sounded like didn't have enough juice or something. Right, I get it. Oh, Harold. Climb up on top of it. Push it down, it doesn't seem to do anything. What is that? Look, the freak. Oh, is that what Harold is? Oh. We got a battery, so we could give something power. What do I do with it though? I don't think we need it anymore. Oh. Oh, really? Oh good, it won't open. It's locked, yeah. There's a key holder, we'll probably get it if we open it with the key that fits. Yeah, that's what I got. Damn, doesn't look like it's the right key. No spots for the tablet's broken. Part of the back seems to be held by screws, but I bet that's where the batteries go. Yeah. So I need like a screwdriver of some kind. Which is probably in here. Penny doesn't have any effect. Oh, it repeatedly examined an item that can deal with screws, indeed. Just leave it on the back of it, yes. I don't think a key being rusted limits its ability to turn. Oh, wait. Hey, there we go. Good, now we've soaked in oil. That definitely cured it of its rust. Screwdriver? No. Bottle of detergent. Well, that was not what I expected at all. Detergent. Of course, eradicates grease and oil stains. Ah, there we go. A silver key. Okay, well, we got everything we need now. Alright, of course, it needs 2 batteries. Okay. Hey, what do we got? Oh. How odd. I guess that'll unlock... What the hell was that? Little droid? Alright. It's pretty self-explanatory there. Let's clean off that grease though. I think detergent by itself is going to clean it off. Just need something to wipe it up with. Ain't got a rag. This is just gonna be a rag in here. It's like this big, elaborate safe, and it's a rag. Something coming down from the ceiling. Oh shit. More reploids, it's the Terminators. I knew it, the machines have taken over, it's the T-1000 series. And their eyes light up and they murder everybody. It was the robots all along. See? I knew it. That's how I get my rag. This one's wearing boxers. Maybe he's hiding something? Oh no. Like a diary or something. I don't know. Maybe he's got a hose or something? Oh my gosh. Remove those shorts of obfuscation and let us gaze upon it. This so-called hose. Aren't you getting too excited about this? No. I haven't done anything yet. He's still decent. All the other ones are naked. Why is she so concerned about this one? How old are you? Detergent soaked box. It was all an elaborate thing just for a rag. Unbelievable. Just to clean up an oil spill. Well, we couldn't see that through the oil. 120 volts. Yeah, I'll give you that. $120 volts. Oh, hello. Pipe running out toward the... So it means there's a connection here. Supply the correct voltage. Oh, what? Where's it going into? I guess into... Oh, I see. What was that? If I... Wait, that's 70... $115, not quite. $30, $70, $90, $30, that's too much. Or if I go, wait. And then, is there a way for me to get 50? No, there's no way for me to get 50, so... That'd be 45, 75, there we go. Power distribution complete. Pre-boot sequence complete. Oh, good. We're turning on the Terminators. Good. That's how the future started. First we got Plague outside. Now we're making Terminators in here. We're just ending all of humanity right now. That's what seemed to suggest that I should push the power button over at the console. Yay, we get to push the button! Did it work? I don't know. The eyes. Oh, the eyes. Are they my horrible murder machines? Yes. Oh. Hey. Authentication screen. Perhaps some sort of security lock. Enter the password. Oh, we don't have the password yet. 12 characters. Still got Harold. So this will relate to the poster we have with the eyes on it. Okay, this is pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so we're just... I'm guessing it's left and right eye, whichever one's open, are the letters we have to use on all the robots, so... Not just really fits the bill, but 2 answers. I guess it depends which way we read it. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Get a clean sheet of paper. Did I fill up this notebook? No. Funny always seeing old notes. Alright. I'll just do it like this. R B E M E A I C-O-N-N-I. O-S C-F-E-N-H-C-O-E-P-E. You can't get rid of the dong. I mean, it's just we might need more dongs. I mean, it's just, you know, sometimes you need the littlest, the little dong to help his big dong buddy. There you go. Now we've added another dong. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Alright, so we'll start this side being the top, so it's B, nothing, E, A, C, O, and F. And since that one's now, we go the other way, I believe. So this would be now there's two ways of looking at it. So let's assume I'll do it like this. We'll assume it's reversed. Nothing. Okay, so it should read Beacon of Hope is what the password should be. Oh, optimistic, sure. Look at the screen. Sun, moon, star. What? Oh, shit. Hey, did I actually get the right one this time and not the stupid file? Hey, there we go, good. I'm not gonna do the other... I know what I'd have to do for the other variation of it, but I'm not gonna bother. Don't care. Don't care. Never mind, let's just see what's inside. I knew to do the perspective change to get the right letters, because this game's done that logic on me before. It seems to enjoy adding the correct perspective to the puzzle solution. What do we have here? It's like a block of some kind. Or a key. Got a map, says floor B. Yep. Apex cards with the moons on them. I also like to keep the other one. Note. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. Ooh. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. Ooh, in other words, one person out of every colored group of 3 has to vote. One person out of every color group has to vote. So not everybody has to vote, but one person out of every color group has to vote. All 3 of us can't abstain. There has to be at least one vote. It seems pointless. I think Zero wants to make sure people are actually playing the game regardless of the situation. Well, could be anything. We got 2 things left. Plug or key? Oh, could that be the key that opens up Kay's mask? Let's say, what's the last thing in here? The key to the exit? Yep. Wait, what should we do with the plug? Guess I'll hold on to it. I doubt we'll need it, but you never know. I don't know where she's gonna put it. Go in. So interesting. Interesting that we never went into the treatment room.
Hold up, Governor.
Hold up, Governor? What? Yeah, that one was pretty straightforward. It was clever, but it wasn't overly difficult.
No.
Got another person entering the ring?
You honestly think a voice that coarse could come from a throat as fine as this?
Oh yeah, that was me, mate. Oi, over here.
Sigma, look! What is that?
Oh! He's a
blimey,
pirate
that
robot.
hurts. Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
And it's talking.
With an accent.
That's the important part. The accent's really important.
Can't help it, Flower. Didn't choose to talk like this, not by half. Now, Alice, darling, do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse? Why, that's right, cruel it is. You really think I asked for this? See, they figured they'd give us all a, personality. Some tosser thought they'd give me this.
I like how his voice went like American all of a sudden. Now it's back to like I don't even know what British would call that, but it's like if you could characters like the American like redneck, this is like the British like redneck like accent. The British equivalent of American redneck.
It ain't right, I tell you.
Is that what they call it, a Yankee accent?
Cooper.
Cooper. If you're a barrel maker, I'm an astronaut.
Right you are, me old son, right you are. Well, go on, have a butcher's, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say?
Have a butcher's, mate?
Well, nearly there, but they call us golems round here.
Golem?
Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore. They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Well, aren't you a clever bird? You are, of course, correct. The golem of myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though. The original blokes is spelt Golem, but me and me mates are Gaulem.
Golem.
That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine. And the truth to tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that. But I figure they wanted to make sure they had the golem thing in there, you know? What with us being robots and all. That don't seem quite kosher. After all of me mates here are golems too. I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
What should we call you then?
Well, we've all got a product ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
Can we call you Harold, like the name tag?
And your ID is...
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
That's way too long. We can't remember that.
What? You taking the mickey out of me?
You taking the mickey out?
Never had a problem
Oh,
myself.
Lord, where's Swoogie when I need him to translate?
Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
Golm?
Gollum.
Gollum.
Well, I'll be buggered. Can't say I ever noticed that before. Sure, it's a strange coincidence, isn't it? What? A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh?
I don't care if you call her darling. What I'm saying is, call her Alice. How'd you know her name?
Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know. I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna. I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know. They got cameras all over this place. Well, then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw, and they're all hidden away, so I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, you know? Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see, and all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time. So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
Does that mean
You're Zero Jr.?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? Oh, you gotta be off your box if you think I'm young Master Zero.
Young Master Zero. Now, that could be a coincidence, but he did say young Master Zero. Then again, everything could be young to a robot, but I just thought I'd point that out.
The young master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place.
Oh, I guess he means young master as in the, Zero Junior, aka the AI, so...
My humble self, and those with the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core. No, I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs.
Of course not.
Right you are. You'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains.
Lumpy bit on your ankle.
Well, we're like your arms or legs. The Gollum's seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body, which makes a fellow wonder.
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe. Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery, and those commands are sent over the wireless like boop boop boop, and eventually
Like boop,
my
boop,
body
boop.
picks them up.
Such technical.
Finally, those commands cause actions what move the various bits in my body. That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see. The body's just an output device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a Gollum's kind of like a monitor, right?
Huh? Wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Jr.?
Well, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing a mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us. I'm an independent core. Zero and I are 2 different blokes. You recollect what Gollum stands for, huh? I'm auto... You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now, and that you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkly. Do you do these things on purpose? Well, when you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we? Curl on down then, mouth. Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, innit? No? Didn't reckon so. I figure you did all of that subconsciously. Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, you know?
Hey, speak for
Who's
yourself.
thinking real
I
hard
consciously
about
twitch my
something and
leg all
says
the
to
time.
themselves, well, I think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help.
The old loaf.
How's about when you reach for your tea?
Oh, my teeth.
When you turn a page in your book? Or what about when your eyes just go straight for the pear on that bird you fancy? Yeah, the list goes on, me chums. But all of those things are your subconscious at work. Now, true, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the piddly bits of living,
Yeah,
it'd make you
real.
balmy. That's how us golems and the young master get along. You got it all sorted now, chums?
Then you're saying that Zero Jr. is the central part of the main...
Right up.
Gotcha.
Blimey. Guess
Oh,
I
is that
shouldn't
what
be
we end
talking
up
about
calling
such
him,
heavy
Cooper?
rubbish, eh? My shoulders are all stiff.
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. Me back is a right mess, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me here. I've been on this bed here for years. The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up. Every time I move.
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Why do you think, love? Because you lot turned me on is why. Especially that other missus over there. Right you are, Governor.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't, and more's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable here will let me. I got internal batteries, but they're knackered. Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place. The same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
It's kind of a relief. So you're not gonna answer my question.
What question is that?
I asked you how your shoulders get stiff if you're a robot.
Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got to bug up your arse about that particular issue, though.
I mean, I guess it's not really important, but I'm just curious. I
Curious,
suppose.
are you? Oh, that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart to flutter. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Just lend me your lords and peers for a tick. So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders? And what does pain mean to a robot? Tell me, Guff, you ever heard of the Chinese...
Oh boy, this is gonna be a long explanation. Somewhere a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room. The door of the room has a slot that a number of Chinese people outside the room can use to slide slips of paper to the girl. On a piece of paper are questions written naturally in Chinese. Unfortunately, the young girl has no idea what the questions say, but then how could she? She's never learned Chinese apart from a Hong Kong action movie or two in college. She's never even heard it. So for this unfortunate young lady, each note looks like nothing more than a bunch of strange symbols. Before she was locked away, she was given an order. Specifically, she was told to write an appropriate response to each question she received and slip that answer back to a slot. Once the Chinese questions begin to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, she says, why can't I read these at all? Whatever am I to do? It is at that moment she spots a bookshelf. The bookshelf is filled with thick books. Upon examining, she discovers they are some sort of Chinese phrase books. They have no explanation of what anything means, but show Chinese responses to Chinese questions. Am I supposed to use these? Questions keep coming, more and more and more and more of them. She finds a set of characters that correspond to the set of characters on the paper, carefully writes out the indicated response. How's it going? It's awful. Please get me out of here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Here they give her some twice cooked pork. Are you full? Yes, although I don't think my stomach liked it very much. You have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm dating a reggae dancer. When was your first kiss? When I was 14. He was a grade ahead of me in school. What color underwear are you wearing? Black. What was the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this room? Beat the stuffing out of whoever's sending me these questions with the pan that cooked that twice cooked pork in. All these questions were written in Chinese, and the answers were also written in Chinese. All the young lady did was accurately copy the symbols from the phrase books onto slips of paper, with no idea what any of it meant. Incidentally, she didn't have a dancer boyfriend. In fact, she'd never even kissed a boy. Also, she's wearing white underwear. Anyway.
Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
Can't say there. Just tickles me fancy, I guess. But the prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
I suppose he's right there.
What?
I suppose that's this logic.
What?
Right. Well, all them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had. So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese just like them, you see? After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinway with one of their countrymen.
But what does that have to do with your shoulders or a
You
robot feeling
thick?
pain?
I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother. Well, hold up, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we're buggered. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself.
We're gonna be
seeing that
brown
things are a
bread.
bit bollocksed.
Brown bread. Like I said, I need Swoogie here to translate for me.
In the interest of extricating my body from this unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless, and my software interprets that signal as pain, and I stop doing whatever daft thing I was doing. It's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese room.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans?
Use your low. You listen to a word I've said. A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tack, right? Same thing for.
Okay.
If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a robot. Forget all about that mainframe and signal bollocks. And us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room. So think about it, love. How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic-y pony, huh? What if, when someone asks you, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain? Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but far as I can see, there ain't no reason to. I mean, it's all the same, innit? If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of language processing machine. All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person. You want to live a normal life? That's all you need to know.
Are we done?
Lay it on me, Governor.
Why'd you stop?
Right you are, mate. Right you. Got so carried away on you. Haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got a mite excited is all.
Just spit it out.
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you, lot.
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts at the moment, but I ain't really supposed to. Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons. There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does.
Does it now? Interesting.
Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle of...
Command violation. Rogue processes detected. Product ID GTMCMGOL executing emergency
Damn. So I think he was just about to say that one of us
Unit
is a robot.
GTM. No other rogue returning to.
See now, Dio said when he killed the old woman, he was under orders. So what if Dio was a robot? Now I know it might have looked like he was asphyxiated in that pod. What if he wasn't though?
It looked.
Wonder what he was trying to tell us.
See, right in the middle of.
Right in the middle of what?
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Someone on the other team must have opened it.
We have to hurry!
Now it's just a thought. I don't know for sure it's Dio, but I'm just saying my only clue now is Dio said he was under orders to kill the old woman. So that's really the only clue I have. But judging by the size of the robots, Dio is it can't be Quark. It's probably not Tenmyoji. Unlikely Tenmyoji. Not impossible, it's unlikely Tenmyoji. Would it be Alice? Possibly, but we saw Alice had blood earlier, so I doubt it. Luna could be a robot. Dio could be a robot. Even 5 could be really. I meant fucking Dio for the Doors thing, and the other timeline it was Dio. Oh, okay. In the warehouse there stood Phi, Dio, and K.
Why did you open the AB gate before everyone got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
You got a problem with that?
Of course we do.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
This is about promises. Are you stupid or just
Probably
an asshole?
both.
It could be both.
We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others? Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere. What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything? Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to ally. Seems pretty straightforward to me. So what if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all 3 of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more, and that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either. In other words, they ought to be thanking me. What? What's this?
Found it in our safe.
Here are some... Not voting is not... If both parties refuse, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, 1 person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the hell, man? This wasn't in our room. Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
There was no such note in our safe.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this. Of course.
Really?
I'm worried about the others. If time runs out,
They'll be penalized. Yes.
I know.
Was that only 1 person from each color group? So they should have enough between all of them to vote correctly, I guess, don't they?
Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
Seems a little off.
This is bad.
Where's Alice? She was here just a minute ago. Indeed, where did Alice go? Alice went off and got murdered. Damn it, Alice. Oh, what? Several yards away, kneeling down, look at something on the floor. So possible candidates for robot insurgent. Could it be Clover? Maybe she's a robot and they made her... unlikely. Unlikely Clover. Dio's almost too much of an asshole to be a robot. I don't know if he's... Although the other robot had a pretty versatile personality, so maybe he could also be an asshole. I don't know. If anyone's a robot, it's likely Luna. I think. Maybe Alice, most likely Luna, I'd say.
Quark! Has Quark been here?
I don't know, I'm not sure.
Did something happen to him?
Actually, if anyone's the robot, it's probably Phi. She jumped really high. She's the robot. Okay, yeah, it's actually kind of obvious now. She's the robot. That would explain her physical abilities among just kind of her dry personality. She's probably the robot.
He disappeared. I mean, he's gone. We can't find him anywhere. When was the last time you saw him?
We were heading back here.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling for him, but...
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
And you couldn't find him?
Right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
But...
All right, we need to split up. If we can't find...
Okay. I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
I don't like being split up from Alice. It's a little suspicious, but whatever. So now the search for Quark begins. A walk? Walk? Lovely dinner trays. Lovely bed with the body outline on it. That's not creepy at all.
He's not in the... There's no one here.
Dinner's care in the lounge at Dio Luna should be checking the
Right.
infirmary.
Okay. Let's leave that to them and head to floor B.
But this time the I'm curious now if the treatment door room is open, because it wasn't open last time, so maybe he's not in a pod anymore? Unless the treatment door is magically open now. The red door deal.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
You want to see it? Fine. Follow me.
Did we see who was in the red door last time? I can't remember. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we checked here earlier. On the other timeline, we at least saw this room.
The pantry. That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food. Wasn't half bad, actually. Yeah. There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai. Oh,
Quite the
and
international
I ate the
platter.
chef's pasta, too. Can't help it. I'm a growing girl.
Are you though?
20, I think.
You think? How you hit 20? You're done growing too. You think? How on earth are you 20? You look like you're 13 and you're...
Now that's funny.
The robots don't eat food. Or do they?
You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Oh, damn.
Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
Maybe she's not the robot. I don't know who the robot is.
Yeah, the use-by date is about 100
Maybe
years
it's the
from now.
it's the double juke. Maybe Kay is a robot in a robot suit. He's the double robot. Maybe. It's very possible. He certainly has a robotic personality. But he also betrayed. Well, but then why would an arm or leg of the system just betray us and then peace out like he did? No, that doesn't make sense.
There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well. Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay. I guess you could say that.
Hopefully, a second thought, but the water struck you as possibly
No,
dangerous.
I was careful with the food too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh, I almost forgot.
Yeah, like she's just using Dio as like the guinea pig.
I ate something else! Twice cooked pork!
Oh, for God's sakes. Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute.
What is it?
It just reminded me of something.
Reminded you of what?
It's makes it hard to believe it. But come on, at least let me tell you first. Alright. And we tell her about the robot. That's a bit of a coincidence.
I see. So the golem guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something. So the last thing he said was, see you right in the middle of... Right in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China. Really? I don't think so. Well, maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In other words...
Sigma, Phi!
So hold on. Okay, well this probably goes into like stuff that we saw from 999, how that whole the whole philosophy of transferred knowledge. That's probably what she's referring to with the Chinese room. How, because last time in the Notre games there was another group of people in another location doing the same thing, not at the same time, but yeah, that did the same thing. So it's probably that same thing. There's probably another group in another facility somewhere doing the same thing to test that mental telepathy knowledge transference thing.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Something bad.
I don't know how
really
much, if at all, this game assumes you've played the first one. I know this is a sequel, like a direct sequel, and obviously it has Clover in it, but they made no mention at all. I don't know how much this game assumes that you've played the first. If the story is at all reliant on that, or if it's a little more self-contained and just, I don't know, we'll see.
Alice is... Just come with me. She's in the crew quarters.
Something to remember, Alice has Kay's, what I assume was Kay's helmet key. So she could have been killed for that. And she's dead, okay. Same place. Bracelet comes up, and turns it's hard to explain. You ever see a friend dead? It's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. Sticking her hand to her throat. This time Luna isn't dead. That's true, Luna isn't dead this time. But if Luna was the first to find her, that's a little suspicious. The in front of me looked like a human being, but wasn't being a human any longer. Maybe the robot wasn't trying to say that one of us was a robot, but he seemed to heavily... I'm not going to worry about the robot anymore. We'll figure that out later, I suppose. I don't think who the robot is really all that relevant. Unless the robot is... Zero? I don't know. Ugh. Unless I'm the robot. Who found
me?
him first?
I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him.
Suspicious.
So I came back here and, well, you know the rest. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
What?
Well,
Come on, it's
that's
obvious.
pretty obvious. Yeah, I gotta go with Dio on that one. I don't think she just tripped and fell and her chest exploded. I don't think that.
She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife?
I mean, that's fair. I'll give them that. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that,
actually,
the
that's
last
a perfectly
person
good
to see
reason to
Alice is the
suspect
person
someone.
you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her?
I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together.
You promised me we'd catch them together. Catch them. What an interesting thing to say. You promised me we would catch them together.
Don't do this. I can't trust them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that. I'm going to get revenge. find out who killed you. And I'll... Shut up! Don't you talk to me! I'm sorry, Alice.
Ooh. So Luna, in the last timeline, Luna might have been the one to asphyxiate Dio and smash his bracelet just for the sake of revenge and murdering everyone. Cleaver mode activated. Uh-oh.
Wait! Clover, come back!
Tamioji took off in pursuit, and I made to follow when...
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything. Think it through. There are two possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not well. If you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, yes, but none of us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
You are correct, but only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder. Do you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Sr., and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Sr. can kill us at his leisure, in a world of his own creation.
Seems a pretty elaborate setup just to murder
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
Presumably, because they enjoy killing. Zero Sr. seems to be rather disturbed.
Well, he's not that right. Could be a 10-person hiding out somewhere.
No. There's no way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
Maybe. But Zero Sr. has a body. Do you think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
But Zero Jr. has left out details before, so maybe there might be more to it than that. I'm not sure exactly what. Dio? Luna? Okay, perhaps. Check Alice's body. I need to know. She had the key to what I assume was Kay's helmet. Kay could have murdered her, although I don't know why Alice wouldn't just hand it over to him. I don't know. It'd be a strange thing to kill her over. Unless somebody killed Alice to make sure that Kay didn't get his helmet key. There's a lot more interesting murders and stuff than I did. The narrative is more compelling in my opinion. We'll see. We'll see. We're still early into this one. I think the characters in this one are a little more interesting than 999 so far, but we'll see. Yeah, it could be her. It was fine the whole time we were looking for. There's no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. One person I've forgotten. Indeed. Quark. It's a little bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. That meant there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and Tamioji. Where had Quark gone? Indeed, where had Quark gone?
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please, if no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point. We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us. Should we disobey the rules? As such, I recommend we follow them.
Yeah. So this means this time I'm gonna be... Well, we'll see. We'll see if the story lets us get that far. Find out who did this to you, I promise. Take the bracelet. Gave Alice one last nod and walked after the others.
Hey, look! 2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably 10 Miyoji and Clover.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is, well, I'd rather not say it.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had 1 BP left. If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her, of course.
Stop that, I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent. And I trust him.
I wouldn't. Really?
Haha. This is interesting. If one of you guys picks Betray, we are gonna get a show.
Dio!
Ignore him. How do you and Phi plan to vote?
You even gotta ask? Ally. Of course. Right, Phi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose Ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So we should both choose Ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the 2 of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Phi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
Gentle points. Just got gentle points.
What?
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose Betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything.
What new theories do I have? Well, I've been mentally debating on who might be a robot. If anyone is a robot, in fact. I still think Quark is Zero. I haven't really seen anything to refute that definitively.
If you knew the other...
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea. See, my goal is to beat this game.
But, Phi...
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh.
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing Betray every time is hardly ideal. We'd never escape. Kay needs to choose Ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that you'll choose Ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio!
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What?
Up through the air, across the room, through the AB gate.
What the fuck? You bitch! God damn it, Phi! Open this fucking door!
Oh.
Fuck!
But Kay has no reason. Kay, we already know Kay doesn't give a fuck. He wants to get out of here.
pair detected. Please retry with valid partner. Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms.
What? Why the fuck not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote?
Uh-oh.
This is bullshit.
How far I can guarantee her choice. Io can't vote now, so the chance that Fi will choose Ally just went way up. Well, if you pick Ally and she betrays you then...
Dio will have 9 points.
But
Exactly.
don't you think Vi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Vi is going to choose Ally...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose Ally.
I don't know about that.
2 minutes remain.
We don't have much time left. Let's go.
Okay. You are going to choose Ally, right?
Of course. If I BP, see if I betray you, it only gets 3, that's not enough to escape. Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, nothing. Never mind. Anyway, you promised.
I did promise.
You have to choose Ally.
I mean, I'm gonna go Ally. I trusted her last time. She could dick me over. We'll see. Whatever. I trust you, Luna. I trust you even though you might be a robot.
30 seconds remain until polling.
Neither of us has any true motivation to betray, since it puts neither of us up to 9. But we'll see. We'll see.
I would have chosen Ally. I mean, Sigma's going to be my... And I trust him.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Just vote!
3,
I don't need to
2,
wait for the last second.
1.
Ally.
Round 2. Result. Amber.
To the results. Blah 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 blah.
Results, please.
It's like Kay kept his promise. Interesting. Interesting, Kay kept his promise this time, when last time he didn't give a shit. Huh. Turns out, well, Kay is perfectly willing to say, fuck it, I'm out. 3 or 4 dead people. He won't do it with only 1 dead. And yeah. Yeah, that is interesting. I guess he doesn't feel quite a sense of urgency if only 1 person's dead. Huh. Unless he killed her. Trey. Yeah. That's interesting. Clover went with Ally. Interesting that it still went with this result, so Quark still has 9. Yeah, it could be 2 dead. We don't know where Quark is, and this timeline we have not opened up the treatment room. At least I don't think the treatment room is open. But we didn't. But last time we went the way that would have been the treatment room, so that means. So which way did Quark go? Did Quark go the way that we went before? Into the Oh, whatever.
Please check your.
Thank you, Sigma.
I don't need to thank me. I just did what I promised I'd do. Anyway,
It was
thanks to you.
nothing. I also just did what I promised to do. Now we both have 7 BP. This is the home stretch.
Yes, it is. Hope we get to pair up next
Because
round.
I'll choose Ally?
Yes. You're playing
If
like
we
a
were
trust.
partners, you could pick whatever you wanted then, couldn't you? I mean, you'd get 9 points either way.
Oh, hold on there. Why would I suddenly choose betray? I already chose an
You're
ally
right.
twice. So let's choose ally and get the hell out of here together. Sound good?
Okay.
Oh, why looks so
It's
sad?
just. There's a part of me that just can't feel genuinely happy about that.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Yes.
Still haven't found
That
Quark
too.
either. RSVP is now 9. Technically, he's 1. Indeed.
Why did you do that? Why did you tell me all that stuff for? Were you just lying?
No. Everything I told you was the truth. You have to trust me.
I did! Look where it got me! How could you do that? You're such a jerk! How could I betray you after that? And then you.
I'm sorry.
Are you Zero?
What? No, of course I'm not Zero.
Then how could you know all that? Where did you find out about that stuff?
I told you,
Don't lie to me!
I'm not lying.
Forget it.
What conversation did they have together?
It was stupid to trust you. I mean, there's no way.
Clover, this isn't about me. I made a mistake. I got someone involved on all this when I shouldn't have.
I assume he means the old woman.
You mean Quark?
Yeah,
You did this to get Quark's BP up to 9?
yes.
But you've only got 4 points.
I'm not important. The only thing that matters is that Quark gets out of this nightmare.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey, wait!
We'll start to follow them.
Ow.
Just heal, headed off towards the cyan door instead.
What just happened? I thought Clover had said she didn't trust any of us anymore.
But then she chooses ally. Temuyuji must have said something to her before the last round before start, but what? Did you choose ally too?
Yes, I did. Fi put herself in a situation where choosing betray would be unwise. If she had chosen betray, Dio would have 9 BP now. I concluded that her desire to avoid that outcome would be stronger than her desire to protect herself with betray. And so, I voted accordingly.
That was her guarantee?
Yes.
When you choose betray, you could be walking out there 9 points right
It's
now.
because you promised, right?
Makes this game better is there's so much stuff you could read into if you do, otherwise timelines, hints and stuff you can learn later, and I didn't really do that with its rooms.
Yes, that too, I suppose.
He doesn't give a shit about promise.
Yes.
What was it?
It's difficult to explain. I suppose you could say I felt a connection. Well, when we were investigating the pantry together, I felt that Fi was somehow similar to me.
Fi's a robot. Fi's the robot!
Something in me said, don't betray her. You could call it intuition, I suppose.
Cut it out. Gut feelings are bullshit.
Fi.
Besides, you don't get to have a connection with me unless I give you permission. And I don't remember doing that. You're acting like we're pals or something. Kinda skeeves me out, to be honest.
Oh man, he did you a favor, now you're gonna give him shit for it?
You chose Ally too. Didn't you do that because you trusted him?
Not exactly. I just made him trust me. When we were in the pantry, I stuffed my face like an idiot. That got him to lower his guard.
What?
Do you think that would be enough to convince him? I mean, if you were wrong, then you could have escaped, left
What are you getting at?
Well, I'm just saying that maybe you felt some kind of connection.
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to feel a connection for a guy whose face I haven't even seen?
You tell me.
Shut up.
If we could, change the subject, where did Dio go? He must
a
have
good
been here for the
question.
results.
Oh, I saw him leave. He checked the results and then left through the yellow door.
Going to clang a metal door, just brain as shit. Ding ding.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star Keys. There is the...
Many times as we want.
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the ape.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes.
45.
Oh, remember what Zero Jr. said?
And here we find a flowchart's goddamn liar. Uh-oh.
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and soloist.
Fair enough.
Me too. Looks like we're pairing up again. Better than
Everything
getting
about this
stuck
game
with
seems
Dio,
like a
I
lot
guess.
longer than it implies. The fact that we're like 8 hours in, and I've only covered like a quarter of this game, if that. Like barely a quarter. The estimate I had was like 29 hours, but yeah, it's probably gonna be like a 40-hour excursion. Oy. That's supposed to...
I'm a yellow pair. What about you, Luna?
I'm a solo, but I'm green. Yes. Yes.
We got white doors. It's worth it. We'll see. We'll see. Not saying it won't be. I'm just saying we'll see. We'll see if the payoff is worth the effort. Well, we got a journey ahead of us. This time we got magenta and yellow pairs. It is fun trying to predict the game. Try to see if my deductive skills are worth bullshit.
And where are...
Yes, we got white doors.
Well, we need to check the other bracelets before.
That means Dio, Tenmyoji, and Clover.
We'll need to check Alice's bracelet, too.
I will try and find the remaining people. Quark will be my first priority.
I'll come with you.
Very well.
I'll go check on Alice's bracelet then.
And don't forget to, retrieve. We'll likely need it to get through the chromatic doors.
Right. Sigma, can you come with me?
Okay.
Shouldn't we decide on a time? Let's see. When do the...
Hour 20.
An hour and 21.
Then let's take half of that. What do you say we all meet back here in 40 minutes?
Okay. Sounds good. Let's go. Let's go.
Maybe.
Fia's and Luna's in danger.
Maybe. You're not one to talk. I didn't see you stopping her.
Yeah, well...
A gut
good.
feeling, huh? Sure you're not the one who's feeling a connection to our armored friend? I mean, all that plating is pretty flattering to his figure. Are you sure?
I ain't that kind of guy.
Have you considered that it might be Luna?
I have, actually.
Why not?
Luna doesn't need a knife. Luna didn't need a knife to kill Alice. When we played the last round, Alice's BP was 1. Luna was playing against the two of us. All she had to do to convince us was to vote ally, as she could have killed
She would have
Alice
just
easily.
had to pick betray. But if she'd done that, do you really think the rest of us would have let her get away with it? We'd probably have tied her up or locked her away or something. Besides, there's no way in hell Alice would have chosen ally. The only way to get an ally vote from your pair would have been to physically overpower Alice. Or trick her like I did with Dio.
So what you're saying, Luna's the killer?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying the possibility exists. Even if she was, I don't think we'd need to worry about Kay's safety. He's got a full suit of armor. I'm betting he's pretty hard to kill with all that on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, I think that's enough of that. Let's go check Alice's bracelet.
I guess at this timeline, Kay didn't show us the back of his helmet, so he's not aware that that might be the key to it. Hey, come on,
Run
don't
away?
Trying to
I
get
wasn't running away. I just don't want to talk to you.
That's fair. No way is it going to do you any good. Don't you want to find out who killed Alice? Come on, Clover. You're not going to be figured out unless you talk
I
to
don't
people.
need to.
Why not?
I already figured out who did it.
Really?
I can't tell you.
Alright.
You might be working with them. Both of you could be in on it.
Forget about it. There's no point. Doesn't matter what you tell her, she's never going to believe you. Just tell us one thing, Clover. How did you know who it was?
I noticed something.
And what was that?
Alice figured it out too. Before she...
What was it?
Why don't you figure that out yourselves? Anyway, I gotta go.
She figured it out. So what did Alice figure out?
What's wrong? Oh. Really? That's it? Calm down. She's a cyan pear. Yeah. Snuck a peek at it when she ran by. And it looks like Alice's is a blue solo.
She casually picked up Alice's bracelet.
I'll hold on to this.
Sure. All yours.
You mean what Alice noticed? Were you even listening?
Fine. What did Alice notice?
I'm investigating. What does it look like I'm investigating? I'm looking for any clues to what she figured out before she died. Huh. Found something already. Have a look.
Handkerchiefs stay reddish brown.
Looks like it. It's darker than Alice's, so it's probably been on her since before she died.
Whose blood is it?
Maybe. Who knows? She could have just found this somewhere for all we know. Can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. So, time we moved on.
Bloody handkerchief.
We need to figure out what Tenmyoji and Dio's bracelets have changed to. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop. All locked. Interesting. Oh yeah, the rec room. Enjoy taking the literal path to get anywhere. It's great. Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, so this is where Tenmyoji's team went. How many times do I have to tell you?
So does this mean this is the way that Quark... This is the way Quark Tenmyoji went?
No sign of him, huh?
Happy? I'm asking if you're happy Quark's still missing.
Why
And
would
does
I
it
be
hurt?
happy?
Huh? Are you so terrified about whether or not he's safe that it feels like someone's got your chest in a vice? I didn't think Quark's got 9 BP. If I find him first, I might make him escape.
Might? You probably
So it's
will.
better for you if I haven't found him yet. Am I wrong?
Go on here. It doesn't sound like you. I know you're worried
And just
about
what
Quark,
the
but-
hell do you know? He's all I've got left. If something happens to him, I'll... It's all my fault. It wasn't supposed to be like this.
What do you mean it wasn't supposed to be like this?
I never should have brought him here.
Brought him here? What?
Yes, Zero made me an offer.
What? He said you and Quark were abducted like
You mean you
this.
came here voluntarily?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets?
Why?
Please.
Oh, he's gonna use the spray stuff. He's gonna see if we kill the old lady.
Calm down. It's not going to hurt you.
Is this some kind of chemical?
Yeah, I found it when I was searching this room.
So you have the same idea.
Good work. It's dark.
Show me your bracelets again.
That stuff you sprayed us with was luminol, wasn't it?
Yeah. How'd you figure that out?
I guessed when you turned off the light. Yeah.
He's gonna explain the bracelet mark on the old
Just
woman.
relax, okay? That's all I needed to know. Neither one of you is Zero's senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yep.
Well, you know as much as I do now. I was just making guesses based on what he was...
Sorry,
Well,
but
even
I
though
gotta
Dio
go.
killed the old woman, that doesn't make him Zero Senior.
I need to go look for Quark.
So if he's here voluntarily, though, what does that make Dio or other people? I was just about to ignore it. What do you mean by you said Zero made you an offer? Why are you here?
I can't tell you.
Why not? I don't understand how, but you seem to have decided that neither of us is Zero
Yeah.
Senior, right? What?
You don't get it. I can't tell you no matter who you are. Right now, we might as well assume Quark is a hostage. Zero Jr. seems to be aware of everything that goes on here. If I tell you, he'll know. And then God only knows what Zero Sr. will do. Please, I'm asking you, put yourself in my shoes.
First time since we entered the room and saw nothing but years of loneliness and regret. Before I could speak, he turned and left the room. So that's an interesting dynamic comparison to 999, how there's just like constant surveillance in this place by an AI who could then relay information to Zero. Where Zero didn't really have that kind of capability in 999, he definitely has it here. So this is something that is interesting. Zero can be, in this time around, could be more aware of everything that's happening.
It won't do you any good. Whatever you want to know, I don't know anything about it. Yeah? Oh. I see. You mean his bracelet, right? Chill, man.
I think I might need to go.
He's a red solo. I had a look
Red
while he was
Solo,
talking.
Look. Let's see if we at least get to a slightly better spot.
Well, what is it then?
He sprayed as you screamed.
No. No, I didn't.
You totally did.
Shut up! We've got stuff to do. Get going!
Yeah. Alright, looks like he settled down.
It looks like another warehouse.
I heard him make a coup, but it looks like he went right back to sleep. We never did solve that.
Probably more graffiti.
I may have to go get him in like 10 minutes anyway, so...
There was one on floor A, too, remember? Never mind that. There's someone else here. Looks like it. Let's go see what he's up.
Who'd you kill this time, Dio?
Oh, nothing. Just going with the flow, you know? And seeing where life takes me.
Seeing where life takes you?
You don't seem to have any interest in searching for Quark.
Why would I? Do we even know he's really missing? Maybe the little shit's just off having nap time somewhere. So I figure, let sleeping dogs lie, right? Or kids, in this case, I guess. If we wake him up, he might realize he's got enough BP to blow this popsicle stand and ditch us. That happens, it's all over. We'll be stuck in here for the rest of our lives. Which probably won't be that long. Yeah, or did you just forget? Zero Jr. told us, remember?
The number 9 once.
Those were good.
So, what are you guys here for? Did you bring Fi here so I can kill her?
What?
What?
Ah, really? You already forgotten your little stunt earlier? We're damn lucky Kay chose ally. If he hadn't, you'd be hanging from that crane right now.
That's a nice crane.
Sounds like you're getting a little desperate. Word of advice, Dio. That's not a smart attitude to have here. All you'll do is make sure that whoever plays against you in the AB game won't pick ally.
You talk as if I give a fuck. I already know I won't be up against you two. Kay and I are the yellow pair. You guys are the magenta pair, right? Two pairs can't go through the same chromatic door. Simple enough for you.
How do you know our colors?
Kay told me. He was here a while ago. Speaking of which, Temioji and Clover were here too. Guess everybody misses my company. Anyway, that's how I know what everyone's colors are.
Okay, by himself.
What about Luna?
Luna? Haven't seen her. Anyway, Kay and I won't be pairing with you two. We'll be taking the blue solo. Ugh, come on. Really that thick? Look at the doors in front of you. These are the next chromatic doors. Bingo. See that thing next to the door there? Yes.
I get it. You and Kay are both. You can get.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we get the colors.
Right. The only.
Sorry for skipping all that, but they're just rehashing the color scheme that we already know, so we'll just skip it. Nothing of substance.
No, there's only one option this time.
All we gotta do now is wait for these white doors to...
Should get back to floor A.
Sorry, but I'm gonna stay here. Moving around so much is a pain in the ass.
Nobody invited you.
Right. On my way.
We could probably cut our game time by like 25% if we didn't have to go through all these cutscenes over and over again when we move from room to room. Like, I get it, we're moving from room to room, but do I really need to, like, go through all this every time? It's kind of obnoxious. Yeah, at least make it skippable, that'd be nice.
Well, see that clock over there? The one that looks like the sun?
Yeah.
It reminded me of something we saw earlier. Remember the graffiti on floor B? You remember what it said?
Memento Mori.
Do you know what that means?
Memento Mori. Remember death. Okay, yeah, with death. Be aware of death or remember death. I think it usually means we're all going to die someday, so don't forget your own mortality.
What about the other part?
In the ninth lion... If the ninth lion ate the sun. The ninth lion ate the sun. I mean, yeah, it's kind of nonsense, but... I guess that's what the clock made you think of. The sun...
Yeah. Did you notice anything strange about that graffiti?
Apart from the fact that it made no sense. Not really. It was another ambergram.
Wrong answer. Maybe you're not the eagle eye I thought you were. I guess I have to do everything.
Please do,
Part
because
of
I'm
it was
tired
spelled
of doing
wrong.
stuff.
Specifically, they spelled ninth wrong. It should be N-I-N-T-H.
Oh. The ninth.
Exactly. Maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe Zero put that E in there on purpose. Maybe because he didn't have enough letters otherwise. Anyway, if Zero wrote that graffiti, then it's got to be significant.
Remember death if the 9th lion ate the sun.
Shit. Hey, it's already 2 minutes past time. We should get moving.
Yep. Why don't they just go through the yellow door? It's closer. Like, why did it's open. Why not just go through the yellow door? Nobody?
Astute observation. What do you mean, what should we do? All we can do is wait. We don't want to end up missing each other by accident. Just want to check something really quick.
Checking over the Alice stood?
The last time we saw Alice alive, she was right here. Remember? She was kneeling down, looking at something on the ground.
Oh.
Find something? Uh-huh.
Blood.
Nice work there, Sigma.
Is that where the old lady was killed?
The truth hurts. So... blood, huh? Oh my god.
Oh, Jace must live with the metal crane. It was the kind you might see in the shipyard. It sort of moves.
I noticed something.
Aren't you the noticer?
The same thing Clover and Alice noticed. Look at the number 6 AB room. The side that's facing the wall has blood on it. What's the first thing you think of when you hear blood? Yeah,
Vampires.
this whole thing kind of sucks, right? Come on! This is no time to be screwing around.
Oh, come on. What, we can't have a little joke?
I'm talking about this thing. The handkerchief Alice had. There's some blood on it that we assume belonged to the old lady. Consider this for a moment. Let's say this thing was on the floor next to the rightmost AB room. We'll assume that the blood on the side facing the wall came from this handkerchief. Okay, then... Right. What do you think was going through her mind?
Why is there a bloodstained handkerchief here?
And...
Did this belong to the old woman?
And...
Must have. But if it did, then who put it here? Oh, wait. Maybe someone just dropped it, or they could have thrown it here.
You're almost there.
How long has this handkerchief been here? Something like that.
Yes, exactly. So how long do you think it was here?
Imagine it wasn't here from the
Wait,
start.
when's the start?
You know, when we started, when you and I escaped from the AB room through the hatch on the roof. First thing we did after we got out and met everyone, except for Clover and Kay, was go look at the number 9 door. Spent a lot of time examining the AB rooms too, yeah. I know we looked at this from this exact angle. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a handkerchief there then. It wasn't.
Huh,
Wait.
finally figured it out, huh?
Oh, they're shifted. The AB room moved.
Yeah. Probably. They moved the rightmost one all the way to the left. So, what was in the leftmost AB room?
Clover and Kay. And the old woman. Yeah.
And who was trapped in there when the nonary game started?
Right at first, so... Luna. was right. Luna's a killer. Stop in front of the tree and begin to move.
What do you think this is?
Well, it's just paint for creepers, so I'm guessing you don't think so. It's more of the old woman's
Seems
blood.
like it.
Luna must have killed her here, then taken her to the rightmost AB room. After that, she would have moved to the room with the bodies. To get out was Luna, not Alice. So what about the handkerchief?
This thing? Here, look. You see this line? It's possible that line is from whatever the weapon was, which means this might have been wrapped around whatever was used to kill the old woman. So maybe Luna wrapped the weapon with this handkerchief.
So that, but then it was Dio that did all that.
And then threw it between the rightmost room and the one next to it.
But no, see, Dio's right here. But we know it was Dio that killed the old woman. He admitted it.
Then when the room was moved, it came out. Seems pretty likely. This is all just speculation, understand? There are a whole lot of things we still don't know.
Why would Luna believe? Why would Luna leave the AB room, murder the old woman, then carry the body back and hide it in the same room? To hide the body, we still don't have any idea why she would have wanted to kill her in the first place. Zero Jr. seems to have let all this slide. It's possible she was some kind of intruder who wasn't supposed to be here, but Luna Sr. she couldn't have found a better place to hide the body now. But we know Dio did it. I mean, I've been suspicious of Luna for a while, but we know Dio killed the old woman. I still think, I'm pretty sure it was Luna that killed Alice. I said that early on. I think that was, she faked her death there. With the syringe or whatever. Jesus Christ, Ryu. Sorry, we have to mention this a moment. So I posted this picture of my son eating his bottle while we were watching AGDQ together. And Mr. Ryu Quetzalcoatl replies with, "Okay, I thought someone posted a fleshlight in action on Twitter until I looked more closely." Frickin' Ryu, I swear to God. God damn it, Ryu. Oh. Okay, so she would leave the handkerchief and the weapon there. She had to have known she would have been discovered after she moved the room. Besides, when and how did she operate that crane? She went to B-door, came back to the warehouse, but then was moved. Of course. And on that cliffhanger, we'll find out what of course means next time. I've got to go take care of my son, and we'll find out, hopefully tomorrow, what of course means. Of course! We'll leave it on the cliff.